Well, movies are a tradition for many families over the Thanksgiving holiday, and there are some new ones to check out in theaters and at home, including a new animated movie from Disney. Who doesn't love that? Greg Russell joins us with the Real Talk for your Thanksgiving weekend. Hey, Greg.
Hello.
How are you?
Great. How about you both?
We're good.
Having a blast, having a blast. All right, Greg.
Yes.
Everyone's excited?
Yes. Yeah.
So let's start with the new movie from Disney. This is called Wish. And Chris Pine actually voices the villain in this movie. A different role for him, but because he's usually the hero, right?
Yeah. But it's good every once in a while, you know, to try something different.
Yeah.
It's, to my understanding, a good movie. Because of a short week, I didn't get a chance to see it. But it's all about a little girl, Aisha, who just sees all this trouble going on in her kingdom. So she puts out this great big wish, and all of a sudden, her guardian comes down and helps her save the day.
That's cool. It's something uplifting for Thanksgiving,
It really is.
which is good, good. So I think you have a clip?
Yep, we do.
All right, let's check it out.
I know I wished on a, but no. Yes? This is crazy.
We love crazy.
Oh, I'm seeing things. Whoa, what are you doing? Valentino, don't eat that!
It didn't work. When does the magic happen? Huh?
Oh, something's happened.
I'm talking. I am talking. Ah, who knew my voice would be this low?
I know I wish.
Well, this is adorable. This is giving like old school Disney vibes.
It really is.
Yes, I
mean,
love this.
something
I love
for
their
the kids.
animated expressions. I think it's
Yeah.
fantastic. So, what, Greg, what are you hearing about this?
Hearing that it's really good, and like you said, it's traditional Disney.
It feels
so
like
it's
it.
there, you know, right up their pipeline.
Yeah, it feels like it. All right, well, up next is a new holiday movie called The Holdovers, and it stars Paul Giamatti. What can you tell us about this one?
Well, first of all, I love Paul Giamatti. And it deals with, he plays a curmudgeon-y old high school teacher at an all-boys school. And some of the kids got to leave, you know, during Christmas, holiday break, but some had to stay there, so he gets picked to stay there as their guardian. And it's just a hoot. I got to talk to Paul about it, plus one of my other favorite Paul Giamatti movies as well.
Here's your guy. He did remind me of, you know, those teachers who you'd have who they were tough, but I mean, they did it for a reason to make you tougher. But he and the students, it was almost like what's the old saying, vinegar and water, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you're right, though. I agree with you that I think, you know, he's like, he's doing it for the right reasons, and he's doing it, you know, he means well. He goes too far is part of the problem. He's taken it all too far.
And then you get stuck with, I guess, probably, like you said, well, we went home, so we didn't have to stay.
Yeah.
But during Christmas holiday, all of a sudden, the ones who can't go home, your guy pulls, I guess you could almost say, the short straw, has to stay and kind of like babysit.
He's got nowhere to go anyway, though, is part of the problem with that guy. He's like the one, but he's got nowhere to go anyway. And so, yeah, he gets stuck with him and the woman who runs the cafeteria. They've all kind of got nowhere to go. So so luckily they find each other. Yeah.
And here you are again with Alexander Payne. I mean, what is it when you guys get together? You just make all the time these great movies.
Well, he makes great movies, and so when you get together with him, you're going to make a great movie because he makes really great movies. He's I think the best American filmmaker around. So I'm super lucky to get to work with him at all, let alone twice. That's amazing.
And I was going to say, this one seriously is now like one of my favorite movies. I know I'll be having it as a go-to. Just as all my friends can tell you, Sideways is still
He makes
on
those movies you want to watch over and over again, and I don't know what it is about movies like that you can just keep watching them over and over again. I don't know what that is, but it's magical.
All right, how many reels for The Holdovers?
4 for sure. I mean, it's him again with Alexander Payne, that with Sideways. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, it feels like another old school movie.
Yeah.
You know, a classic.
Yeah, no, I like it. All right, so you want old school movie?
Yeah.
I cannot wait for this. This is the one we should go to. All right, so let's talk about the new epic movie from Ridley Scott, Napoleon. This is in theaters and on Apple TV Plus.
I got to see this, and Joaquin Phoenix is fantastic.
Okay.
I mean, you see Napoleon, you do not see him, you know, as just acting
You never
this
see
role.
him in any of his roles.
Right. I mean, that is something about him that is so good. It takes you all through, you know, Napoleon's start in the military all the way up to the end. And it just, if you like seeing battle scenes or something like that, you'll really enjoy this movie because it is very epic.
Okay, so you got a clip, I think.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
I must warn you, I will not lead a second in command. I will win by fire. I am destined for greatness. I found the crown of France in the gutter and placed it atop my own head.
All right. Wow, this is very, very dramatic. I can see the battle scenes and everything.
I haven't seen my future in this movie. I'm serious. I'm not going to take anything over. I'm not
Wait,
going to have
here's
any
my
battles.
question.
Yes.
Is it one of those really long movies?
It is long.
Okay.
And there are certain scenes where they'll just have a shot of him brooding for 15 minutes, and you're kind of
Okay.
going, 5 would have been good.
Okay,
You know, along
okay.
that line.
Yeah, but it's a Ridley
But-
Scott movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Gladiator, when they teamed up before,
Yeah.
that was
Yep.
just, oh, I cannot wait.
But it is
Yeah.
epic.
All right.
It is very epic.
We're going to make a date. Okay, so how
Okay.
many reels? How many
4.
reels for Napoleon?
4 for sure.
Solid 4.
gonna say
Yeah, those
food on
kind of movies
Napoleon
have to be super long. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Stretch it
Well,
out.
it takes time for you to get immersed into the
Yeah.
characters
Right.
and understand. And then at the end, you're like, well, 3 hours, I don't want it to end.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, finally, the final season of The Crown is out on Netflix, and this has a legion of fans literally across the globe. Of course, there's some people who think that this is like a historical documentary, but it is not.
Right.
It is, you know,
A drama series, you know,
yeah. There's some embellishments. Tell us about this, because people are going crazy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like you said, the final, season 6, this really deals with Diana and Dodi Fayed and all like that at the end, and just how the British family, you know, looked into things and how they tried to make things better. But you're absolutely right. I mean, you start watching this thing from the beginning all the way to the end. It is great. Got to talk to 2 of the characters, and they talk about the people they play.
You know, playing this role of somebody who everybody believed they knew, you know, from the 20th century. But obviously, you know, we were just looking in the window. We weren't in the room.
Right. Well, no one was in the room, but Peter gave us a kind of a version of being in the room, you know. And
Right.
that as an actor is a kind of incredible material to work with. It's very deep, it's very complex, it's multi-layered. I'm able to straddle both camps. I'm an actor that's played a character based on her. I'm also a person who just looks at her and says, what an extraordinary human being, you know. So it's a funny place to be. It's been an amazing challenge.
As always, you know, excellent job as Prince Philip, where, you know, most of us who had only ever seen him on TV didn't know the guy could talk, if you know what I mean, because we didn't hear him much. But needless to say, he had a lot to say when it came down to family.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I discovered. I only knew him for 70 years. I knew him because I was 6 when they had the coronation, and I would see him on TV. He was on newsreels and visiting foreign countries. And like you say, I never heard him speak. I never heard the Queen Mother speak, ever. And he was always this kind of enigmatic presence in the background.
All right, this is a whole thing. Like, this is epic.
Right.
So what do you think the fans are going to feel about this? Do you think they're going to like it?
I think they're going to like it because they've already been asking, can you please give us more?
Yeah.
Can we get a season 7, please? Please?
Now, is this the season that they split up? Like,
Yes.
that they gave half before and, okay.
Right.
Which they had to do because you would have just, you know, you're welcome, people. Netflix knew what they were doing because now you have something to watch over Thanksgiving because you would have just binged your way through the entire season. So those little things are a blessing in disguise, I'll say. So
Right.
where can people see more of your interviews, Greg Russell?
All you have to do is go to movieshowplus.com. You can see more of the interviews there, full interviews. And so, yeah, go there and check things out, including something that we're doing special with Glenlore Trails. They've got an event going on called Aurora. So get a chance to stop out there and enjoy yourself this
And do they
holiday
give
season.
you this?
Right. They gave us the ale. This is my contribution for Thanksgiving. And plus our good friends at Bettermate. How can you go wrong with this?